Hello student. So after completion of the right ventricle, let's start the left atrium of the heart. So left atrium of the heart in Ayurveda it is called the Vam Alind, and the left atrium it is a quadrangular chamber which is located posterior side of the heart. ठीक है, it gives the appendages called the left auricle on the anterior side which is overlapped by the infundibulum of the right ventricle. So let's see the details of the left atrium. Let's see, that is the left atrium. In Ayurveda it is called the Vam Alinda. So it is a quadrangular chamber which is located posterior surface of the heart. So here you can see that is the left atrium which is present on the posterior to that the heart. Remaining maximum structure which is present on the anterior and the left side of the heart. So here you can see this is in this diagram, that is the right atrium, this one, this is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle. So here that is anteriorly the left atrium, it is not seen, but actually that is present on the posterior side of that is the heart. So here that is the left atrium. Okay, so the quadrangular chamber which is present on the posterior side of the heart called the left atrium, and the appendages that is called the left auricle, it is project anteriorly, but it should be overlapped by the infundibulum of the right ventricle. Okay, then the left atrium it should be receives the, or it should be forming the 2/3 of the base of the heart or the posterior surface of the heart, and the greater part of that is the upper border of the heart. So here you can see that is the upper border. Then the part of sternocostal surface and the left surface. So here that is the part of the left surface, and forming also the left border of the heart. So this is the left border, so it should be againly form the left border of the heart. Then the left atrium it should be receives the oxygenated blood from the lung through the 4 pulmonary veins. So here you can see that is the right 2 pulmonary veins and that is the left 2 pulmonary veins which is coming out from the right and the left lung, and it should be drain the oxygenated blood into that the left atrium. Okay? And the left atrium it drain the oxygenated blood into the left ventricle through the mitral valve which is guarded by the bicuspid valve and present between the left atrium and the left ventricle. Now we should have to see that is the features of the left atrium. So here in this diagram you can see the posterior surface of the atrium, means the left atrium forms the anterior wall of the pericardium. The anterior wall of the atrium it is formed by the interatrial septum. Okay? So here that is the right atrium and this is the left atrium. So that is the anterior wall, this one is exact opposite to this, it should be formed by the interatrial septum. Okay? Then that is the pulmonary veins, it should be open into these 4 pulmonary veins, it should be open into the atrium on each side of the posterior wall. So here you can see the greater part of the interior of the atrium it is smooth wall, and the musculi pectini only present into the auricle of that is the left atrium, and which is hidden by the right ventricle of the heart. Okay? Then the septal wall that shows the fossa lunata. So you know that is the fossa ovalis that should be present into the right atrium of the heart. So the fossa lunata that is same corresponding like the fossa ovalis. So that the fossa lunata that should be present into that the left atrium. In addition to it, the 4 pulmonary veins, the tributaries of the atrium include a few veni cordis minimi. Okay? So that is the left atrium of the heart. So after then we should have to see the surface marking of the heart. So for the surface marking, firstly you should draw, that is the upper border and the lower border of the heart. So for this upper border you should have to take the 2 points. So first point that should be taken at the second costal cartilage, half inch away from the sternal margin. So here you can see that is the second costal cartilage and half inch away from the sternal margin. Then the second point that should be taken on the third costal cartilage, half inch away from the right sternal costal margin. Then join these 2 points by a straight line. Then the third point that should be taken on the sixth costal cartilage on the right side, which is 2 centimeter away from the right costal margin. So that is the third point. And the fourth point that should be taken into the fifth intercostal space, near about the 3.5 inches from the mid sternal line. So that is the mid sternal line, this one, and from this you can take the 3.5 inches or the 9 centimeter. Then join third and the fourth point. So that is the upper border and that is the lower border of the heart. Then the upper border and the lower border, it should be joined with each other by drawing the convex line. So right convex line, it should be drawn, and maximum convexity that should be present into that the fourth intercostal space, and then it should be joined to this lower border. And the left convex border, it should be drawn the simple convex border. So in this way, so that is the surface anatomy of the